Welcome back. It's been a while since I did a Daz to Unreal bridge video. The last one was on Unreal Engine 4.26, I believe. With all the new features in Unreal and Daz updating their bridge, I thought I'd do one for UE 5.2. I'm starting to see tutorials come out that either give bad information or don't really go through how to set up your character properly to actually use in a game. With this video I hope to show you how to get the character in, set up its rigs and retargeter, retarget some animations and create a blueprint to use for the character, as well as fixing a common problem some seem to overlook. So let's get on with it. For this example I think I'll use Daz Genesis 8 model Reptilia. Once I have her looking the way I'd like, I click File, Send to, then Daz to Unreal. Since I am going to do this in UE 5.2, I select the correct UE version from Install Plugin. Here is where I hear some bad information. Do not put the Daz to Unreal bridge in the Program Files, Epic, Version, Engine, Plugins folder. It will work, but if you want to compile and share your game it will probably cause the compiler to crash. It has happened to me way too many times. So the best advice I can give you is to place the plugin in your project's root directory, the same directory as your content folder. I've never had the compiler crash this way. At least not because of that issue. After you've installed the plugin to your project's root directory, you'll need to tell the bridge where to place the files for your character. So go back to your root directory, and this is where you'll select the content folder, and click Select Folder. You'll need to close your editor down and restart it to have the plugin activated. Once it is back up you can go to Plugins and make sure it is installed and activated before the next step. You can choose different options here if you'd like. I won't be going through them in this video though. If you'd like to explore it more let me know, I'll see what I can do. Now just click Accept and enjoy a cup of coffee. It may take a while. It will go through and export everything that's needed to get your character in the game. The features in the new versions of this plugin are incredible compared to what I was used to. It has all the rigs and retargeters you'll need for the common characters, Genesis 3, 8, 8.1 and 9. Which we will go through here in a little while. Once the bridge finishes exporting the files, you can go over to Unreal and make sure you have the engine and plugins folders in the content browser. If not, click on Settings in the upper right corner of the content browser and tick the boxes beside Show Engine Content and Show Plugin Content. You'll need them. Drag your character in to see if it came over correctly. If so, we can now get her ready to get moving. This message comes after your transfer is through. It is nothing to worry about, just close it. Our plugin is there and activated, so we should be good. Go to the Plugins folder and find Daz to Unreal Content. Select Retarget and here are the rigs we'll need to get everything up and running. Shift-click to select CR_G8_BA_foot IK, Control Rig, the G81 Fixrot 0 root IK, Retargeter, and G8 IK_rig, IK rig and copy them to your characters folder. We can now create a couple folders, one called Rigs and another called Animations. Drag the files we just copied here to the Rigs folder and select Move. Rename each file to match your character's name, leaving the naming conventions about the same. I changed the Retargeter to RTG_Reptilia_Fixrot0 and the IK rig to IK_Reptilia_rig. It's a good idea to save your work in case of a crash. Open the Retargeter and the IK rig. In the IK rig, select your character. I like to click Reset, but this is totally optional. Save this and go to the Retargeter. Select the source IK rig as the UE5 mannequin and the target as your character's IK rig. Adjust the scene so you can click and see if the animations will come over correctly, checking them randomly until you are happy with them. I can see the jump animations are a little messed up, but I'll look into that a little later. For now, let's save this and move on. Now, we need to open the character's control rig and change some things. Selecting the preview mesh as our character. Whoa! That's new. It should be fine in the end. We have to find every instance where there are names that don't match our rigs, changing them from IK_foot_uppercase L to IK_foot_lowercase L. For faster searches, just type IK in the drop-down menu and select the correct joint. There are 6 spots we need to do this, just look for the red letters and change them. One last check around, then compile and save. Let's head over to the mannequin's animations and find the Quinn anim blueprint. Right-click and select Duplicate and Retarget Animations. When the Retarget window comes up, select your character's Retargeter. In the search bar, type Quinn and in replace, type your character's name. I like to change the folder to an animations folder under my character and make a new UE5 folder for these animations. And select Retarget. Okay, almost there. Let's create a blueprints folder under our character and go over to the third person's blueprints folder. Drag the third person blueprint to our character's blueprint folder and select Copy. Open it and head over to the Viewport tab. Select the mesh, changing the mesh to your character. And adding your character's newly created anim BP. You might see some crazy things here. Once it is all finished, compile and save the character's blueprint. Head over to the map and in the world settings, change from the third person blueprint to your character's blueprint. It might be a good idea to rename your character's blueprint to a more recognizable name though. Then, test it out. I intentionally left this here so that we can fix this, instead of looking around for hours to find the solution. Find your character's animation blueprint. Because we used Quinn's anim BP, which is a child of the Mani BP, we'll open the Mani BP next to our characters. Once it's opened, go to the anim graph where you'll see a control rig node with a yellow warning across it. Click on the control rig node and on the right, scroll down looking for a section called Control Rig. In the drop-down box, select your character's foot IK rig, compile and save, then go back to testing. It should be working right at this point. Like always, I hope you got something out of this, and that it helped. That's all for now. Have a great day and remember to have fun.